Right. We need the chemicals. And while I was editing my last video, I may have missed the fact that that the chemicals are in the wine cellar. Let's see here. Wonder if there's anything on top here. Anything? Nope, doesn't look like it. Go here just in case. Come on. There we go. Crap. Okay. Don't see nothing over there. Check that. Now, as you can tell, I am actually really freaking trying to save my oil. Something I did notice is that I never actually checked the hole upstairs. I'm just gonna make sure this is still locked. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's the wine cellar and that's where we need to go. It may not be flesh, but that's what I'm calling it. Well, let's throw a rock at it. Nope. I think this one's probably a little heavier. Okay. Well, now I'm pretty sure that the rocks won't get rid of it. Unless maybe I was able to pick up this pillar. But I don't think the character's actually that strong. And neither am I. Okay. I wonder why it won't budge. Could be because of those feckin' birds there, but...
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Interesting. Okay, fuck this shit. No! Oh, I fucked up. Give me the goodies. Come on. Did that open? No, I didn't. I'm on edge right now. Yay! Okay, what's this?
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Interesting. The fucking piano's playing. Okay, you was playing just fucking seconds ago. I don't know why, but I want to play you. I seriously have found no hiding spots whatsoever. There's socks. What's this? Floor plans. I feel like we...
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Yeah. Let's not go that way. Oh, okay.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Go away, monsters.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
use this, and oh, okay, that works.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Eh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt. Oops. Daniel's diary. Notes. Local folklore. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes, it is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. Interesting. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Okay, that's interesting. A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I probably said that wrong. The well-known erudite visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight. As he looked for remnants of kingdoms past, during his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years ago. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited this sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Immortal Baron. Oh, gee, I wonder who we're talking about just from the title alone. Could it be Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg? I think that's what I heard in one of the notes or whatever that Daniel was talking about. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle near Altstadt, and like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Throughout his presumed lifetime, the family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. That looks suspicious. Can I... Oh, that's what I was talking about. I got to find all the bugs. Right? Yeah, here's a buck. Here's a buck. I think this one probably went back in. Come on! Yeah, it's not coming out. Okay. So we'll try this one first. And then the other two. Shit. I like it here. It's cozy. Regarding closing of the wine cellar. Okay. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. Oh, that's not good. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, dissolve both of my problems. Interesting. So that's just a name. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, fuck. There's someone walking out there. It's right outside. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was Forald playing Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and I will see you guys next time.